Go. Yeah, I really enjoyed the music theme. It's interesting that it isn't the third area in Vengeance. Sorry. Still doing some more of the gosh darn Unicorn Overlord when I can squeeze it in. Because he's good, it turns out. Shocking revelation, I know. I have positive opinions about a game that apes Ogre Battle really hard. Alright. It has been a minute. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Chair pop on me. It shouldn't be doing that. One second. It's gonna bother me. Well, I don't know why that's popping. I made my edits here. Turn the screen so that earlier. Alright, so, False Skies. Been a minute since we played, so. You know, onward and upward, as they say. So, let's see. Last time on Fall Skies, we landed in Elf, which was the mysterious desert place locked in the big mountain ring that we couldn't access earlier. Supposedly Garm was hiding in. It wasn't Garm, it was Elf, which the leader was intending to make the new Garm. But he's not thrilled with it, so that plan's not happening. But on our way through, we found a teleporter that led us to the Tower of Babel, where we have acquired a new bestiary from Mose. And we more or less completed the tower right when we left off. And otherwise, yeah, what do we got? Registration room's been reached. All that needs is done now is to take the elevator down. Yeah. And we also tried to fight the gear to Baloo, and that didn't quite work out for us. That was a wee bit unpleasant for us, it turned out. So, you know. And we have a new wallet, so we have all kinds of new cash bucks to acquire, which is also limited at 99 each. So you may as well spend the reds when you got them. So yeah. And we're 12, 13. Some of us are going to be pretty close to moving up to our next class soon. Up to tier 4. And some of us aren't, so... Like, Starlet, I'll be shifting over to Heavy Archer soon. Yeah, I think I'm the only low-level class, right? Because, yeah, Tech is 25, Doc is 15 minimum. I'll probably wait till 20. Tama's also another 25. And I'm 15. I'm also unfortunately moving into heavy infantry. Or not heavy infantry, into heavy archer. Which only needs 18 levels, so... You know. I might stick with Starlit slightly longer. It's not that big a deal. I might shift over when Doc does. But yeah, I'm not sure how to tackle these guys yet. So I've always like fought them on hand here, but I've never I've managed to beat them before. I've just never I've beaten them like initially as I've encountered it before, but I've never walked away from this being like, I can't beat it. But I'm kind of feeling it this time, even though I'm slightly better prepared. I just have too light of a setup, I think. I might be able to... Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna give it one try. Special. See if I can't lower its accuracy. Maybe that. You know what? I'm gonna go for the defensive stance. Hey, Tama. Yeah. Go for the Geddon. Alright. Let's see. Ow. Don't have X shield either. I might have to just come back for this. Yeah. Actually, what is my penalty for that? 6 grand. Valgermanda. And it's Icebox. That's an unfamiliar name for me. It is in fact 7,000 money that I can use. Eventually. Soon. Down the line. I need that, because we can't really get that money back. It's not really an easy way to get the money, for now. The real money. You know, I just really need that 100 grand on hand. Sure, I can sell some items when I get there, but still, yeah. I have my reasons for wanting to hoard that particular regular cash. It is for a change not worthless. There is an intense worth on this, and I do not want to explain why until I get there. For now, it will appear as worthless gold. For now. Alright, I'm meeting up with Manta at MD, the town southwest of here. Let's not waste too much more time, okay? Alright, so I'll worry about the Geartable later. I will have my revenge. You cannot view this world's map. Yet. Yeah, so we want to just focus on moving forward for now. Tumbleweed and horseshoe crab. Look at these dangerous enemies we have encountered. Found a cephalopod and a weed. These things are drawn to the Tower of Babel, and... or Babel. I think it's supposed to be Babel. Because Babel has 2 B's in it. Babel. I keep messing that up. For some reason. The trip overland certainly hasn't done them any good. And tumbleweed. I don't like plants. Especially ones that move around like this. They're meant to be still. Oh look, they have 5 HP. And they sometimes carry $1 on them. They have 2. They apparently have a 5% chance to drop exceedingly good items, though. So, you know. Okay, so... Valgermunda is Tritalk from FF6. Okay, Tritalk was from FF6, gotcha. Just having a mind fart on that one. MD guard. Alright. No, is the proper pronunciation Babel? Keep hearing back and forth on that one. I don't remember what this is for exactly. Some kind of battle arena, and I don't remember what it's for. And it exists for a reason, and I don't remember why. Yeah, I'll pay 2 reds. Yeah, so we can change class at the inns at least. Let's see, what do we got? Got Loa, Impacts, Great, Roots, and 9th. Do you want the root? Actually, I have a lot more cash than I did the last time I came through here. Which surprises me. Horizon's a split shield, yeah. And nobody on my team except for Tech can use shield good. I have the plate mail MX. You also want that, so I will buy one. I don't have any starries, and lacerate, perforate, bludgeon, ruby, sapphire. Oh yeah, I forgot we could buy XComs, but they're violets, so I can't actually afford them. Anyway, yeah, XComs are good. XComs do super effective damage to aliens. God. There's been a lot of XCOM jokes going around lately. Thanks to politics, I guess, to say this, to narrow that down. There's a lot of 95% at point blank jokes going on here. Stuff is like dying inside from all of it. I'm not sure that even counts for minimum damage. Zero to 200% range? Yeah, sure, okay. Rolled a minimum of 0.01. Ugh. Isn't that depressing? Just so close and so far and... Anyway. You know, things that'll get me put on a watch list for saying out loud. Right, I need to spend some reds. Yeah, these megas are actually, in fact, very good. They're incredibly good value right now. Alright. The only other thing I could want is root. Yeah, you might notice I can't sell things here. Could talk to this person. If you have spare moo on you, it needs trading in, or items that you want to cash in, you got in the right spot. So yeah, you can still sell stuff, but for now I don't really want to. But yeah, you can see why you wouldn't change cash out, because it's extremely expensive for, yeah. 100 grand for a violet ticket is, excessively stupid. That is bad numbers, and I need this 100,000 for a very specific thing. Where we need to spend the money, for real. Hey, you don't have a horn. Did someone cut yours off? Alma passed through here a while ago, some old hornless man in tow. I wonder what that was about. I've heard from the people in Elt that the night sky is full of stars. How disturbing. Titled The Magi in the Tower. Now the wizened king began his long climb upwards. The stairs of stone beget stairs of metal. The ground fell away, followed by clouds, and yet the tower and the king kept climbing. Garmite colonies. After much deliberation, it was decided that the size of each colonization party would be 4. 2 men, 2 women. This would ensure that any potential colony to begin with suitable relationships made. Here. Alright, time to get educated. You're here. Yeah, I'm not interested in buying a violet. Actually, it's 4 specific somethings. did not mean to bump the microphone. I'm so sorry. I keep doing that. I'll stop doing that eventually, maybe. I'm sure you're wondering what my plan for you is, as well as what caused my change in attitude towards you. Simply put, I'd like to bring you to Garm so that I can prove a point. Oh, right, before I forget, I'm completely on mental sidetrack mode. For the moment, I have, I did the update, and I have turned on the new VOD mode, or the new, like, encoding option, that effectively gives transcode, for the stream. If anyone has issues, or is finding the stream worse than normal, or whatever, let me know. I am currently still running, at 30 FPS at the moment. I was gonna shuffle over to 60, because I know transcode options include the 30 usually as well. I don't know if it does in the beta or not, but I was gonna shuffle over because it's, you know, it's letting you pare it down for options, so, you know. So yeah, I will try shuffling over to 60, but I want to get through Nier first. We'll finish Nier, and then I'll turn on 60, and if that continues to cause, if that causes issues or whatever, just let me know. So that's the first thing. Second thing, I have gotten my hands on some cleaning implements because, yeah, remember that mentioned someone lost that? Said someone lost like some air cleaning tools for like compressed air, like electric compressed air thing. Yeah, the person that lost that just bought a new one. So I'm thankful for that. So I've actually had a chance to clean my machine for the first time in properly for the first time in 8 months. I did a light cleaning like in March. In just some desperate attempt to cut down on dust in the room. So yeah, I blew out about 8 months worth of dust out of this thing today. So needless to say, I'm choking to death, but a lot less dust in this room, and my machine is sounding a bit smoother. So in theory, things should be running better in general than they have for the last little while. And I have taken out the sound card while I was taking the computer apart to clean it. So there's no sound card in here anymore. My setup still works straight through the machine, through the motherboard. I don't need the sound card to use the thingy that I use to keep my head sane. So yeah, all of my own skin being deluged into my lungs. Fun stuff. It's true. That's what dust is. But like, such a weird way to put that. Which is probably on brand for the stream, all things considered. So yeah. Also, let me know if there's any. If you still notice any weird audio hiccups happening, because I don't on my end. I have no idea when they happen on stream for anyone. So if you still notice them, let me know. I've taken out the one big thing that it might have been caused by. So homogenate particulate, yeah. So yeah, let me know if there's any technical issues on the stream still happening, whether audio or just watchability caused by the transcode or whatever fake transcode that I'm emitting myself with encoding, whatever the hell it is. I noticed that my kilobyte, my upload is like 3,000 kilobytes more. So alright. So yeah, that's the current situation for the stream itself. I just wanted to mention that before I forgot. So yeah, let me know if there's any issues or if any recurring issues are still occurring, etc., etc. Because if there is some kind of weird hiccup that I can't discernibly find on my own, I don't know what to do at this point because I've taken out the sound card. I have removed the software for it, etc., etc. So there shouldn't be any audio issues beyond my own voice, theoretically, or natural volume balancing. Should be fine as long as you're not Wi-Fi or limiting your router ISP. Yeah, there shouldn't be any limit on upload around here. Maybe I don't think we have. I don't think we have. We have technically unlimited internet, but they do throttle if you use too much because yeah. But I don't think we have any upload caps, and I'm the only one around here that does much upload. My brother does stuff for work, but that's usually during the day, and I stream at 7:30, so. But yeah, we're supposed to be unlimited plans and all that, so. But yeah. Just wanted to point that out there. If there's any technical issues, let me know. If it becomes an issue on my end, for reasons, I will say something and switch back. But for now, we'll try making the shift to 60 FPS, see what happens. I don't stream every day or anything, so it shouldn't be the end of the world or anything for our internet. And again, I'm hogging upload and not download, which is a different... shouldn't be a problem around here. So, we'll see. Anyway, that's the refresh on what's going on here. I'm only seeing slightly more CPU usage. It's on average about 0.3% more with the new change. So, we'll see. Alright, back on track. Good video game. Simply put, yeah, alright, got through that. You see, the council at Garm has been told repeatedly that your world is both much more dangerous than ours, and is also lacking any sort of civilization. Why they decide to believe any of that baffles me. This is a change in message that occurred since we first met you, which makes it even more absurd. Whatever the case, you show up in front of them, both of those lies are shattered instantaneously. There's other reasons you reaching Garm would be good, but it's best we meet up with Ferris and Liz first. Ferris is up and shown. As for Liz, I'm not sure. I can only assume he's on another one of his adventures he constantly finds himself on. That's one way to put it. We'll find him after meeting up with Ferris either way. Now, Shon's northeast of here. Just follow the road north and you'll eventually reach the bridge to it. We'll reconvene there. Let's get going. Almond told us he'd be to be on the lookout for the likes of you. Don't make yourself too conspicuous, okay? Alright. MD survey. I forget if these guys activate anything? No, okay, they're just rude. Shouldn't be too much more there. There we go. Conspicuous with your no horns and your different palettes. I mean, it's only the army of Garm that's specifically purple. Which we are also purple. I think we just want to bonk the South Hairs. Hey, triple sixes. We take those. Thunderbird. Alright. I wonder if I can just bonk it. Yeah, can in fact be bonked. Alright. What do I hit you with? Heavy survey. Throw bolts. I don't think I have a wind spell yet. I like how the dark is the speed stance. And then hockey is wind, so. Yeah, I only know Thunderbird and Firefox off the top of my head. Yeah, that's 60 to 70 MP back. Or effectively for free. For a piece of turn economy. E down. Alright. Give me... Alright. Orthrus. Got an Orthrus from that. Neat. That's a good drop. You might have noticed. Like, actually decent claws for a change. I think that's the rare drop. Bestiary. Thunderstorm can do some damage if you're not careful. You have damage mitigation abilities, right? Yeah, 2%. Yeah, that was our shiny drop. 2% drop chance for Orthus. Does it have a weakness? Air, dark. Okay, dark. Well, it doesn't actually list Thunderbird anymore. Huh. It was like an email software, right? It was like an email management software. That might have, like, gone the way of, like, Messenger or something. It's been so long, I don't specifically remember anymore. Yeah, okay. But I remember at least somewhat. Ooh, and tonic. The X-Guard. Great, it's missed. Nice. So yeah, in both of my other playthroughs of this game, this is where I stopped to grind. Because I had characters that were close to where I needed to, like, rank up to. But right now, it's not that big a deal, because I've been a little more belligerent about everybody being, everyone getting the skills, specific skills that I want. Fire Fang. Just Twin Lash. Pocket News, Fake Spot, Relay, VPN, and Monitor Privacy Things. Must be out of the Element Creature business. Yeah, I knew that they were doing a VPN thing. They keep pushing... They keep trying to, like, sell you on it. As someone who uses Firefox mostly. Seems we're not being let past this checkpoint. I have no interest in joining you as an enemy of Garm anytime soon, so we'll have to take the hard way to Shaun. Cave Shaun path isn't eroded away yet. I have it on good authority, we'll be fine. Meet us there. Okay. Oh, Lady Elma has ordered us to forbid the likes of you from crossing this bridge. Okay. Time to go to a cave. They put up a barrier. Not that that stopped me before. A little bit just flies away. That should be just up ahead. No time to waste. It could have at least told us to stand back. Faded sign, you can't make out anything on it. It appears the door has been hammered open. I think it was a little more than hammered open. Alright, mercury bats specifically suck. They are terrible and I do not like them and I need to get rid of them immediately. Yeah. Just delete them. Yeah, differential. You might notice it hurts a lot. It does mean bad things I don't like. I'm actually not 100% sure how differential works, because there's not really a skill like differential specifically. Nope, it's not poison. It's whatever the fuck differential does. I think it, like, uses your stats against you or something. It's like one of those kind of Arcanist type moves, I think. I'm just not sure what the differential is. It's either, like... It's either Arcanist bullshit, or it's, like, inverse Arcanist bullshit. Like Scholar? It might be like Scholar. More Scholar than Arcanist, if I think about it. Because it could be... So it's either... using your own stats against you. which is normally what I've noticed, as what I think it is. Alternatively, it could be, a la, like, Pokemon, or, like, this game's Scholar, like the Electro Ball, or Gyro Spin, where it's using the difference between your stats to adjust how much power it has as a base. I don't know, because unfortunately it's hard to tell. Because it's bullshit. It just does a fuck of a lot of damage, so it's one or the other and I can't tell. And I hate that. I do not like it. Because it can't be speed differential, because I just got my ass hit by it and did a bunch of damage, and it probably shouldn't have done a bunch of damage to me because my speed is about the same or if not higher. It's as I feared. The short path through here is completely gone now. Ah, maybe there's still that path on the second level. That shouldn't have eroded nearly as quickly as it did. Something else must be going on. I'm not some sort of waif that needs to be constantly checked up on. And likewise, you aren't the sort who needs to be led by the hand. Go find another route through the caves. Okay. Okay. Actually, speaking of, Mercury Bat. Awful, 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 awful things. Hope your attacks connect before they slice you up. Attack 600. Okay, sure. I mean, that has 777, so yeah, okay. But yeah, let's see. I mean, I could scavenge some salt off of them, at least. Weak to just about everything. What's your speed? 425. And what's mine? 321. I don't have any speed boosts, and Tama's now 1 point faster than me. I'm catching up and I don't have a plus 40 bonus. Okay. One of these guys does poison, I think. I think Ball Sponge does poison. Ball Sponge. Okay. Foca, Twinlash. Paraball. Okay, that's what you do. I know they did some kind of status effect that made them kind of rude. I just didn't remember specifically what. Alright. I can have a Haven Maker. Right, that was the one I remember, like, wanting to scoot things up because having a Haven Maker goddamn sucks. You also miss, like, special boss fights. Cream Slug. I forget what Cream Slug does. I think it is like other slugs. Oh, okay, this one doesn't like physical. Okay. Okay, Heavy Survey. Pummel. Sapphire. Sure. Ooh. Dot continues to fall behind. Alright. Don't have the raft yet. Forgot this is where some of the enemies start getting pretty rude about things. Alright. Okay. You know what? Be one of those. Let's see what happens. Not much. Okay. Yeah, still using smokescreen on me. Alright. Alright. So, as usual, speaking of invoking Pokemon, oh, this is progress. Past one away here too. The reports I read on this didn't see this happening for years yet, I wonder. This pool doesn't have nearly the sort of currents that would wear away this path up. Yeah, it's passed so quickly. Something's up. Water currents deeper in or you're pain to navigate. You're on your own. Fair enough. Yeah, so we got lots of forced, like, follow the water patterns. Alright, Mercury Bat. Destroy them, please. Yeah, that might be it. I think it's using... Yeah, I think it's doing Scholar bullshit. I'm gonna check that. Key items, class data... Scholar. Study, Burn, Feast, Race, Zenith. Yeah, I think it might be similar in nature to Scholar. Yeah, let's see. Let's pull up the guide. What exactly does the Scholar abilities do? Here 4, let's see here. Scholar. 2x skill if the target's skill is higher. 2x skill damage if the special target's defense is higher than yours. Feast is if its recovery is higher than yours. If the target's speed is higher than yours, you do 50% more damage. If the Zenith is if the enemies attack all enemies. Okay. Zenith resets stat buffs, I guess? Okay, interesting. Yeah, Zenith is like a big AoE reset. It does damage to enemy. And here... Pox. A dagger of delayed death. I don't actually know if it applies poison though. I think it does. It might. It's such a significant downgrade in damage. And also, who needs slow death when you have instant death? I have the knife of potentially instant death. Who doesn't want the knife of instant death? There we go. Let's see. Hey, atomic. Nope. This is in fact not the correct way to go. Don't need that. No, eye drops. Yeah, just to make sure you don't explode. You know what? I bought a bunch of them. I should use them. Cart's good. Actually, at the point in the game where, like, using carts isn't, like, a terrible idea. Alright. Here. Warning, rafts will float away if left unattended. Ah, you fuckers. Go away. I don't like you. You guys are rude little bastards. I only appreciate rude little bastards when they're funny. Here we are. Disc. Alright. I will not complain about a disc. Welcome back to Dragon Warrior Monsters. Here we go. Let's be slightly more aggressive. Stick to physicals. All right. Survey failed, defense lowered. Ugh. There we go. Let's get that. Okay. Over here. 3 blue, I'll take that. That's like loot and stuff. That back where we came from. Yep. Cool. Good wraparound. Seafoam Islands, yeah. Hi. Forgot about this little room here. Yellow. Alright. Speaking of yellow. Timing. Man, I haven't played yellow in forever. To be fair, I haven't played a ton of Gen 1 in a very long time. Gen 1's kind of hard to go back to. I don't like Spike Shield. Spike Shield mean. Knock that off. To be fair, I do find the original Pokemon games hard to come back to. Oh, fuck me. Please just die. Just stop. Please don't. Oh, don't miss. Hey, Tama got big dark damage now, at least. Cards, okay. Can't do anything up there yet. But yeah, I find the old Pokemon games kind of hard to come back to. I think I only put up with Gen 2 as much as I do. Because I grew up with it. Like, I grew up with Gen 1 too, but, like, the difference between Generation 1 and Generation 2 is pretty big. Gen 2 isn't a completely buggy disaster. Most of the things in Gen 2 work as intended. There's breeding, there's, like, You know, there's all the parts you want from, like, you know, a collector Pokemon, like a monster breeder kind of game. Kind of settled in there. It's twice as big as the original Pokemon game, which I like. I like big, expansive video game. Surprise to none. I liked the JRPGs with the lots of meat on their bones. I'm sure this is a shock and surprise to literally anyone. Gen 2 has always felt that way about it. That fucker. You know what the answer is? It is not immediately time for darkness, but it is time to praise the sun. Shoot that fucker with sunlight spears, please. That is the one pain point. Okay, there we go. High. With a speed lowering, it's all pose. Here. Yeah. Okay. So dock here. All, yeah. All the stones. All the stones. There we go. Alright, I'll take a mist. Alright, this fucker. Big Fang, and then yeah, Blood Tonic, Twin Lash. I really wish I could like preload an attack so I could hold a skill until after someone else has gone. That would be very nice. Anyway, okay. Here. Down shields. Alright. Fire Fang. Hard Shell. There's your darkness. The old blast. Let's push the boulder out of the way. Nothing to find. Alright. Hey, alright, there we go. Doc officially has all of the core skills. Light, dark, earth, ice, fire. I think. Right, hockey is the last one, right? Is that at 20? Last data, samurai. Yeah, there's Waki. So the only element you don't have access to for Doc would be samurai. Would be wind. Nobody really has access to wind except Tama, who will not have access to wind. Yeah, I don't think anyone's gonna have access to wind spells, but that's not the end of the world. Being short one specific element is not the end of the world, especially when we have someone that can do dedicated damage with light and dark, so that is, you know, the big... That's our big breadwinners, having access to light and dark magic. Hold up, there's only so many rafts in this cave, you know. Uh-oh. Blech. Ah, the water's freezing. ACM. Alright. Reduce skill. Give me... Make a skillful stance. Go for it. Boosts special defense. Then magic. Or then regular. Nothing to find. Okay. Forgot if you had anything worth grabbing. Alright. Pike. Ice Fang. Heal. Ugh. Okay, hide. Ugh, I hate that those mist moves can still do that. Alright. Fade Fang. Evacuo. Alright, let's see. Bolts. Bolts some more. There we go, getting all that defense up. Now it's getting a lot easier. Okay. Spikes up. Bolt. Fang. Boca. Yeah, it is a fun Kotal design. I'll give it a shot. Nope. Alright. Just keep missing, buddy. Turns out if you keep flashbanging the snake, it has a hard time hitting you. I'm going to need some time to dry off. All my ammo's soaked through. Gonna have to replace it all. Okay, but what was the Cien doing here? They're not ones for waterlogged caves like this at all. Why is it so riled up, I wonder? But now's not the time for speculation. Best we get to Shaun as fast as we can. I forget. Does this open up another... No, we're gonna give ourselves a slight break here. Yeah, and that takes us backward. Oh, it's ordered you from crossing the bridge. Guess it doesn't matter which side of the bridge you're on. A pursuant. Alright. Nothing to find. Alright. E. Okay. That's cool. I don't want Elmos, I just want Soleil. It's fine. I got a great sword. Ayy, photon gun. Mama has learned the art of photon gun. That is the most important spell in your repertoire. Photon gun. 2 times skill damage. Lux, so it's a light damage spell, obviously photon. And it's a 50% boost to your skill. It's the opposite of Bolts. Bolts is a debuff spell. Photon gun is a buff spell that also hurts things. Very rude. So you know, you just use photon gun a few times and then you kill things real good. So yeah, I've been very excited about that. You charge your laser by firing the laser more. Which has some big Lancer energy to it. Which I appreciate. There's also a regular gun attack that does something similar as well. Alright. Yeah, they just heal you. I'm a healer, I want to heal things, but as much as I want to help here, I feel this town is just too far gone. Seems the woman over there at the gravestones only recently learned of what happened here. The mines north of here finally caved in, and they took much of this town with it. It happened so quickly, too. A horrible cracking sound, and then the buildings started falling. So, welcome to Shaun. Hometown affairs. Now, this isn't the greatest time to be running a service, but we're offering a lifetime ticket to and from Guy for only 1 white. What do you say? I don't have any. Some rich family owned the mines north of here. Didn't care one bit about the poor state it was in. And seeing how its matriarch is cozying up with the king, nothing bad will happen with any of them. Detestable. It's very informal, I know, but I can sell you some basic goods. Yeah, sure. Actually, I don't really need big guns. I don't have anybody that's gonna use them. L salts, greens. There's little left of the mines north of here. Even the monsters that live there fled. So yeah, we desperately, desperately need to get on this goddamn boat, like, as soon as possible. My reasoning will be very, very clear. A, for a fun encounter, but also, there's something I need to get my hands on over there. Don't speak to me. Look, I'll take this. Best leave those two alone for the time being, trying to find where Lys has gone ourselves. Last time I heard from him, he was at the Ether Research Society. Maybe someone there knows where he's gone. That's across the mountain path north of here, and a bit southeast. It should be marked on your map now. I'm going ahead, by the way. Rest up now. I don't want to see you unprepared for what's coming. Alright, so yeah, even if you go over there, they don't have anything to actually say. So they just tell you to buzz off. So yeah, there's nothing in the mines. So we need to go over to the Research Institute. Okay, do we have a map yet? We do have the map. Okay. So the research is over here. There's a thing here. And that's where Garm is. So yeah. With the map. We now have two. And they line up very coincidentally nicely. No, it's not a coincidence. Alright, so we have MD and we've moved all the way up to here. Alright, I know that when we're supposed to go back down to Shaun at some point. So we get the thing. We get the mystical white there as well. Yeah. Another pursuant. Alright, they don't have anything fancy, so I'm just gonna pike. Photon gun. Yeah, that's fine. So yeah. Doing some good damage now. Very silly amounts of damage. Hey, alright, I have learned my penultimate skill. And hey, Tekka's X-Shield. X-Shield is where the shenanigans begin. So that's good. That's where we are, okay. Institute's right there. And we can technically go up ways as well. I think you can take the train as well. I don't think there's anything immediately on the left there. I could just use a repel and check. Alright, go for that. So yeah, raise allies' defense and special defense to 175%. It's a lot. X-Shield is where the big shenanigans come in. Yeah, let's pop a repel and go back the corner. I don't remember what exactly, if there's anything over there. I don't think there is. Yeah. Nothing here. Might be like a hidden enemy or something, but... Yeah, give me one more. As we get off onto the platform. Repels don't seem to last as long on the overworld. Alright. Yeah, it's a town, and we want to take the thing north. Mode station. I don't think we can actually take the train yet, though. I was probably wasting coming here. Train tickets are given out via lottery, and one's not up for months. Not much in terms of choice. Alright. Don't have a ticket, can't get on board. Well, we'll get a ticket later. Hey, Firms. Have you seen Liz around? Firms. Your friend? He was here a while back, but left to go up, head north. That's putting our relationship a bit kindly, you know. But thank you anyway. I see our thorns in Garm's side have arrived. Go on, tell me your story. So you're from what was once Flags. There's something I want to know. Follow me. We're a research institute dedicated to studying ether as it operates on a worldwide scale. We are the first to find evidence, indirect as it was, of your layer in the world. We found 2 layers beyond yours, and ours too. This reveals a troubling pattern. Seems that roughly every 2,000 years, a new layer of the world appears, overlaying the topmost one. And, well... Put it bluntly, signs we believe signal a new layer forming have started appearing recently. And if you needed a reason for all of Garm's actions, this is it. Crisis befell us 2,000 years ago will soon happen to you, and we may fall victim to yet greater ones. Why did you decide to drop this? Why did you decide this was the best time to drop all this on us? I'm glad you asked. I shared this information with Liss upon him inquiring, and he seemed particularly distressed by it. That's so, huh? Well, we should be leaving. Don't do that again. If Liss went north, then that means he went to Spark, or somewhere near there. I get the feeling he's going to do something very stupid very soon. There's a rail station near here. If you wish to take the trip up, I'll be able to get you on board. Yes, we would like to take the trip up. Alright. Tell me I could talk their ears off about the knowledge of etherology. Surely that only mean that in a good way. Okay. Let's see. I forgot if there was anything worthwhile in here. Research the ruins of a Spark. Yep, alright. A lot of our processing equipment is back here. Don't touch anything you're not willing to pay for. Let's see. Got a few things up here. There's a book titled Space Between Layers. Creation of a new layer of the world is not a clean one. Things may or may not get lost along the way. monstrous forests, mountain, may get left behind if in sort of a limbo, a state now uncertain. That is to say nothing of monsters that learn to live in the space between spaces. We've been doing some experiments with our teleporters as of late, letting elementally aligned ethers cancel cancel each other out seems like the next step in efficiency. Doing that makes it awfully anxious, though. I can't place my finger on why. I've heard of nuclear bombs or making salt or something. It's a surgical operation teleportation. I hear that if you're too blunt, bad things may happen. There's a magazine with a cover story about the Tower of Babel here. You start reading from it. Well, the tower was built on a respectable job acting as a conduit between MD and ELT. Numerous industries that originally pledged to inhabit the tower have mostly pulled out. Garm's tradition of establishing cities in defensible positions above all else. It's claimed another victim. I've been going through what records we have of ether levels over time, and I'm confused. It seems that your layer of the world is already primed to appear for years before it finally did. I have to wonder what pushed it over the edge. Maybe a Garm Repel would be better in Garm World. I've heard that the layer of this world below us isn't that much dimmer than ours. I haven't heard much else about it, though. Hopefully that's a good thing. Spoilers, we never find out what's below us. Alright, up to the train station. Go get our train pass. I'm all set to head off. Are you ready? Yep. Apparently this was added after the game released. Because I couldn't figure out how to make the train work on the thing. Which, fair enough. Best we find out where exactly Liss went. Meet me at the large building at the north end of town once you're done looking around. This is Spark Station. We're offering service to Mode now right now, but you don't have to take it. Person living here left a while back. I hope they're finding the colony that they went off to nicer than here. Sort of, maybe. Some guy in a purple coat with a spear came through town recently. I wonder where he went off to. It's a book titled Lunar Sect. And on that night, in which the greater moon was said to have shone as it did before the stars fell, they vanished. Only a few of their sect remained, unwilling to set free their ties to the world. This is a cache of Garm property. Be gone. Clearly not from around here, so your armor must be underperforming. Buy something and shore yourself up. There's the Lith armor. But I only have 10 blues. I would in fact like an XCOM. Horizon, Moon, Star, Sun. Is better than Horizon in numbers. Probably be spending my blues picking up builds at this point. I did move up the armor class earlier. I probably shouldn't have, all things considered. I See what the weapons are wearing. Ox Dread. No improvements. Comet might be an improvement for me, but I don't have a Violet, so... I already have a Comet anyway. Okay. Take an interest in ether and transfusing weapons, and I have amassed a collection of them. They're pretty useless, like when used like normal weapons, so they're not big sellers. Recently, though, someone came in and bought 6 of them, like that. Weird ether charging weapons, huh? Fur and sand and salts. Okay, now there's a place I can buy gum like that, though. 4 reds. You're charging, huh? Anyway, yeah, I'll shuffle at like 25 or something. Or at 20. Like, I'll shuffle my class when Doc does. I think that's the right call. Because Tech and Tom are going to be in their class for a little while. So yeah, I want everything on those classes. Because yeah, Lunar's... Darkwave is interesting. Lunar is, I believe, the upgrade to Loon. So we want that. And Alsalay and Alnul's is stronger AoE attacks, which also we want. And for Guardian, we want Al Focus pretty badly, so... Yeah, the sand and gum items are pretty handy. I just never really use them, because they're kind of expensive. Alright. I can buy 2 armors or 2 shields. Alright. I'm getting more out of the armor, I think, so... Alright. I think I get a free lift later. So I'm gonna buy a dyad and a... Actually, I'll buy 1 lift. I think that's the right call. Bought a number for you. I bought the armor earlier and I never gave it to you. Can't sell my items, so... Alright. Yeah, because you only have the defense one. Right. Yeah. Oh, but that gives you more recovery. 31 recovery, it's the same, really. You know what? I think Tama benefits from a general stat pool increase, so... You take the first XCOM. Anything else floating around here? Am I the only one who's anxious about about the coming new layer to the world will bring? No. At least to share my anxieties, a little comfort that brings. You're obviously not from around here, even more so than the spear-wielding guy who passed through a while ago. I tried to warn him about the ruins nearby, but apparently he had business there. I think we're getting to one of the more infamously annoying dungeons for this game. It's only right for the person with the laser rifle to have the XCOM. Yeah, that's fair. You clearly wouldn't know this, but Spark's about as far from Garm's sphere of influence lies. Of course, there's not much of note north of here, besides those ruins and that one tower. I heard the stone obelisks were found in the upper layer of this world. They used to be in this layer, but you know, they all vanished 2,000 years ago. You'd have expected one to stay. Magazine with new developments and teleportation on it. Normally teleportation is done with ether with its elemental properties filtered out. New experiments, however, are beginning to show the potency of when elemental ethers can cancel out. Which may or may not be concerning. Fast around and it seems Lys is in the ruins northwest of here. I need to put together our statement at the council at Garm, so I'm stuck here. Go find out what he's doing. Notes. Alright. So that will save and then go find Lys. I think this is the dungeon I'm thinking of. I have been wrong before. Also... I think the place that I'm thinking of is over here. It's over here somewhere, I think. There's two things around here that are important, that have my eye. We need to find the home of Manta, which I think is either here or here? Somewhere in this. It's either here or over here. I think it's attached to Garm. That's part of, you can take the railway up to it, I think. My brain's mush, and it's been a while. Yeah, the Lunate Ruins. Yep, that's it. The next dungeon is the one I'm thinking of. For better and worse. I'm gonna pop a repel here. I think I want to poke my nose over to the right a little bit. I forget if there's anything over here. Pretty sure the thing I'm thinking of is, yeah, it's not there. This is a fun overworld theme. Yep. Okay. Yeah, I don't think there's anything too interesting at here. We do need to go over it this way eventually, but for now there isn't anything we can use. And I think there's nothing actually on this section. It's just a long wraparound. Turner and North Star. Yep. Fang, Owl Mills, Fire Fang. So yeah, the next dungeon is a pain in the ass. Mostly because you have to remember where the hell you're going, which is easier said than done. I would consider this one of the two dungeons that is worse than Steffi's Palace. Steffi's Palace is generally straightforward once you figure out where the bulkhead works. This, not so much. Because this is one big, like, Philadelphia grid, navigating this place is a pain in the ass. And it's hard to remember where you're supposed to go. What are you doing here? I see. Samantha's got you seeing what I'm up to. I appreciate his concern, but there's something I have to do here before it's too late. Okay, bye. Yeah, so those are one-way doors. And... I am in physical pain. I have to put up with this shit for 10 more levels. 10 more levels. I am in agony. I should not have chosen to play the long game here. One moment. I wouldn't believe how much went into finding how to unseal that. Well, if you're gonna follow me in here, then let's get going. I can't make saves in this place. Oh, this sucks. Theros dragon. Wait, for your horizon. Yeah, we need someone with A level in Haven Maker in order to put the save homes down. Oh, it hurts. Not being able to backtrack and save here is just the pits. The absolute goddamn pits. Yep. I could, but I think they still have to be in my party. I don't think backup works. I could try? I hadn't really considered that I could backlog somebody. I mean, I could use a return. Let's exit. Sure, let's give it a shot. Make a backup character, see what happens. Nope, I can't hire new people at an inn. I can only arrange my party. Which is a thing I can do in the menu and change class. Yeah, alright, this is just gonna suck. Nothing more I can say on that front. It's just gonna kinda suck. Judge Rifle and Reflect Mage. Anyway, I'm gonna photon gun you. Pentonic, alright. Photonics. Yeah. Oh well, my own indignant nature is getting the better of me here. Oh well, not much you can do. Actually, Shade Fang. I guess if I start running into problems, I can just use the thing, I guess. I'll just run away, I guess. Made mistakes in my life. Ugh, this dungeon bites. Having to navigate. Sting Devil. Maybe, I'll take that. Alright. Yeah. So very quiet dungeon. The not vegan. Not vegan. Those things suck. They bite hard. Deca Arrow, Ether Cut. Oh, look, we got to slightly catch up with Tom. Or change. Alright. Alright, so down we go. I think that's the exit. We want to come over here. Oh hey, you're okay. Pretty sure we'll be able to meet up further in, so I'll wait for you, okay? Sigil. So welcome to the Moon Changer. Bit. So yeah, this opens up paths around here. Sigil. Did I hit up? Whatever. Not like I have to worry about encounters in this room. That's a one-way door. Lunar. Alright. Yeah, I knew we got armor here. Oh, there we go. Free armor for Tama. And we got another Horizon shell. Or shield. Is good for me. I will take that. You're still working with an ocean. You know what? Yeah, too. Although, given what we're dealing with here, you might actually prefer the Truth Shield. For now. Adamant Beast. Alright. E down. Ow. Ow. Alright, Jade Fang. Death Blow. Oh, it's immune to Death Blow. That bites. Can't get through there, so yeah, this is just to grab a chest. That's what I thought. Open up the next pathway. Somebody just want to yell Death Blow anyway. Yeah, that's fair. I can, in fact, respect that. Salp. If I recall, these are the things that made me very happy to have Phantom Shot. Because I think these are one of those weird ones that are, like, highly resistant to everything in the known universe. I don't remember exactly. Yeah. These are one of those things. And also, Sleepy sucks ass. I hate Sleepy. Okay, that does some damage. Oh, I'm officially 50. And there. This. The Lun seal. This looks similar to the one Liz had. Maybe it's worth looking around for another sealed door. Alright. Whoops. Yeah. That one I beefed. Ah, there's multiples of them. Okay. Photon gun. Advance. Alright. That. Alright. I'd have Doc explode his own entire ass. Alright. Alright, rise. Alright. Go. Just do that. There we go. Ugh. Alright. That took some futzing, but we got there. We're at 16, so 4 more for me and Doc. You know what? Can I do that? Photon gun. There you go, doubling your defense made you survive that attack. Concept. Yeah, not doing enough. You know, part of this roughness, I think, is also because I'm using tier 3s still, instead of tier 5s, or tier 4s, which is what I was the other 2 times I came through here, more or less. There we go. Right, this item up here. Just go for the damage, I think. Claw, which I'll take. There we go. What do you got for me? Hey, Lith. Yeah, I knew I picked up a Lith in the next dungeon, so... I definitely remembered that. And a Lunar. So yeah, I was right to buy a Dyad and a Lith. Might have been wrong to buy a Dyad, but whatever, we'll find out. Oh, how fortuitous. You know, I never asked. You're wondering why I made the trek here, right? Yeah. Yeah, I imagine. I see all of Garm's actions of late have been towards making a new Garm of sorts. The colonies, trying to subdue the nations of your world. Whatever is going on around the Palace of Garm, it's just... If a new layer of the world appears every 2,000 years, and it's been 2,000 years since the last one appeared, and all this effort will only be able to keep Garm in its current state. And even if the new city is established in the new layer, or one is carried onto, what happens in 2,000 years? I feel I've been given the clues for a different solution. The path to the center of these ruins should be down this hallway. Let's go. Yeah. Around the corner and more of these bastards. Delay, almost. Survey failed. Yeah. You know what? I got carts. Bleh. Ugh. I suppose that is the risks of exploring ruins like these. Our paths will meet again soon enough, though, I'm sure of that. There's an item over there. Ah, Teleps. Heavy survey, photon gun. Go for that. And an Alfoka. Wing 3! Okay. So... like... bolts... Ice Fang... Panaka... Ugh. Don't like that. Just put that back. Okay, that was better. Okay, there we go. FB, Firebomb. Yeah, Firebird is spicy, yeah. And rather chunky. Sigil. But hey, we killed the one that fills in our Pokédex. Alright. We have a new sigil. There's a Salt. Right, I can kill that with the fire melee. Blood tonic. Yep, okay. Gonna do. Yeah, over 100 MP restored. There we go. I just needed to give you a weird stick and a damage boost. Stalps are weak to item damage? I think they're weak to, like, null damage. They also just can be pushed through. I think let's see. You can always consult the bestiary. Instead of speculating. These unnerve me, brainless, eyeless, floating around, and yet they feel like they long for something or somewhere. Let's see, they can drop mists, there's nothing to steal from them. They are weak to fire, ice, light, pierce, SP drain, and items. Yeah, okay, they are weak to items. And they resist a bunch of other things. They're weak to light, which means I can slay them. Yeah, they resist both forms of normal attack. Actually, speaking of, I'm kind of curious. Kind of curious that they can counter item attacks. Photon gun. Ants. Yes, they can. I had that concern. Okay, that's okay. That is fine. So the thing about X Shield, X Shield is 175 and Fares is 100. I think it flatly sets your defense to 175 or to 75% boost, whereas Fares the boost by 100. Also, X Shield only applies to single target and not all target. X Shield is still extremely good though. That's pretty much like the base that you want to build everything on top of. Alright, yeah. There's the big archy ones. Also, did I heal before I... Not really. That's where Liz came in from. Like Fire Fang. Go for X card. Why not? Alright. So yeah, you now have Dark Wave. Attacks one enemy over 3 turns with 3.5 times skill. It is unfortunately not 3.5 times total. It is 3.5 times total and not per instance. But, you know. We've been in there before. Yeah, it's neat. I didn't get a ton of practicality out of it, but again, it is neat. I don't really have an ability to get around Nodavang. It's a nice little bit if you know that you're going to be spending like a few turns doing like buffs and debuffs between stuff, but otherwise, yeah. It's neat, but not ideal over just blasting things. Yeah. Stop doing that. This item box is just... Alright, boom, fire thing. Yeah. Oh, good. The pain point of you having 0 defense. I'm gonna use a repel for a moment to just take a second to explore. Meteo. Okay. Just wanted to check around there. Felt like there was something over there. Is that I was kinda right. It was in fact something. Yeah, you're suddenly seeing where there's problems with this dungeon, and I don't remember where things are and aren't. And this is where you would get the save. You could pass back through here to get your hands on the save. Yeah, nobody can... Big shields, huh? Maybe Doc can... He's got C. You know what Monkey can. Big hit to special defense, though. But also, probably a notable reduction in light and dark damage. Those aren't the scary parts of this dungeon. Hunter. Care about that. Save. That's why we bought a bunch of repels, because sometimes I like to just move through the dungeon and not lose my sanity doing so. Alright, so here... Another connection point here. Not quite the second. Supposed to just know where to go here. It's not clicking quite as well as it should. Pretty normal for this area. Get to the upper part. You open that door and it doesn't amount to much. Brain stagnant. Do not remember things. One-way door back to... Oh? Yeah, that just pops out into the middle here. Yeah, like that sigil just kind of feels like a red herring. You know? Okay. Skill, heavy survey. Another free horizon. You know what, I'm gonna do this for shits and giggles. Give me defense down. Oh, piss off. Piss right off there, buddy. Okay. Okay, next turn. Triple sevens. Wow, that did not do as much as I'd hoped. Because I've gotten very funny shenanigans numbers out of that before, like 3,000. Like, that should do exceedingly more than, like, what Doc can put out. It's just a lot of work to get it to do it right. That debuff probably hurt. Soleil. Thing's defense has been lowered so many times. Alright. Now, it's over here. Other than and more combat. Okay, I think it's over here. Okay. Or alright, give me animals. Yep. There we go. Okay, that went smooth. Here we are. You have to find this, and then that opens up the thing that lets you open the other door. Or, you know, the point of opening the steel door is you get this. Just it sucks, hit the bricks. Just get out of here. I've noticed that escaping is usually kind of crap because it almost always just makes you slower than the enemy for some reason. Which means you're still just gonna get pummeled even if you do try to escape. Which pretty much always means escape is a bad option. Which feels bad. There's a reason I don't really do it much at all. Just explode, I guess, with that, that's fine. I had a feeling, but still. Kind of expected you guys to be done by that, but guess not. Another Orthrus. Alright. Ah. Out of juice. Hey, a white. There we go. There's our juicy prize. Alright. Thing. Like... blood tonic. Okay. That. Alright. There we go. Oof. Yeah, I picked up a couple horizons at the point. Alright, so I have the new sigil. And this will open up the next sigil. And there's no, like, camping kit items to just restore yourself with outside of town. But, I don't know. Do you want to repel? This should open up into where I need to be. Yeah. Alright, cool. Progress is there. Yeah. There's the last sigil. Alright. Now we just need to enter from basically anywhere. Okay. Now, to beat the next boss with... I am missing some very important tools from the next boss fight. I swear this party will come together much better as soon as I get to rank up to 4. I probably should have actually shifted myself to 4 by now. This might be painful. 'Cause I don't have either of the 2 primary things used to survive this fight. But hey, we got through it. Okay. This is just bullshit. No, it was the next one up. I'm dumb. This one. Here we go. This will take you over and around. Here we are. Okay. Items. Everybody else is looking pretty good. Onyx. Okay. We're all geared up as good as we're getting for right now. Let's see. Alright. I am not thrilled, but alright. This is it then. Stand back. Bring me to a place untouched by this endless cycle of annihilation. Something should have... Oh, the moon. I feel a pull towards the heaven, but it's as if the door being opened is too small to enter. And yet... there is another reason I came here, though. You see, places of high ether, such as this one, begin to blur the boundary between permanent and transient. An ether spear like this is useless in battle, but if it's used another way... deliver unto this weapon the power that brings all beyond the cycle of annihilation. Yeah, unsealed. Okay. These guys just, like, resist everything. The key secret to winning this fight is to having poison, which we don't have at the moment. Cool stuff. These bombs might do something. I'm gonna give them an educated attempt. Drop your skills immediately, just start spamming that down. Gonna go for that. And special defense. That bomb did some damage. Alright, I don't have many bombs, but hey. Keep dropping your skill. Alright, Ice Fang. Or special defense, please. Okay, no orb. Ice Fang. You know, I might actually just do better having you bombed at this point. Having poison is gonna make this so miserable. Okay, wait. I'm maybe getting something here. Using items for a change is actually helping. Keep their skill being reduced. Just keep spamming skill down. They are not... This is probably the fight I've had the point where they are the least dangerous. They're just... still only slightly scary, that's all. Oh, orb. They don't have a lot of HP, but they have enough. Okay. So... yourself. Actually, you know what? Yeah, that might not work out. You're slightly faster than I am. I'm pretty sure I have like a fire. Yeah, char rocks. I was saying I have a whole bunch of those. Alright. There. Punching through with that photon gun, though. Oh, God. Curse Fang finally hit. Alright. 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 Hooray, bombs. Hey, they were our pinch hitters for this fight. Because, yeah, I got through dealing with these guys because you can poison them. Like, really easy. They take, like, insane amounts of poison damage. And they're... they take, like, full damage from non-attributed attacks. Like Phantom Shot. Defense Burst. Yeah, Defense Burst! There we go, that did some damage. You could probably just add a 0 and that tells you how much extra damage we'd be doing. Oomph. Huh? It worked! You see? I figured out something. Those rings are places where you can voice your desires to the void. If there's enough ether to do what you desire of them, it will respond back. People have been using them for moving between worlds for thousands of years, but they're capable of so much more. Gonna need lots of different types of ether to do what I'm planning, though. And this won't cut it. I'll have to find other places where the boundaries blur. And sadly, now's not the time for that. Let's head back and find Manta. You came up here to try that? Well, it wasn't being led over the bridge to Hemdi, so doing it at the Tower of Babel was out. That's not... Look, all I'm saying is that having a whole bunch of raw ether on your person isn't a great idea. But I can't imagine what you have in mind for them is worth dragging yourself up here. Actually, hold on. How did you learn that you could charge up something via those stone circles? I read about something similar being done in ages past. There's all sorts of stories about things being pulled out and sent as sacrifice via those circles. I'm headed back to the station. Come over when you're done here. I get his hesitation, of course. Maybe I can convince Mose or Fairs that my plan is sound. Probably not. How's my wallet looking? I have 5 purples. Alright. 1, 2, 3, please and thank you. Everyone's got decent armors. 2. And there aren't any armor weapons I want. Take the star, and Tama, you take the star as well. And everyone gets their XComs. There we go. There we go. Everyone's got their XComs. That's the good shit. Alright, and I don't have to worry about armor for too much longer. We're pretty much gonna get our last armor. The last needed armor in the game we can buy. That is technically available for us to buy. We're this close to not having to ever need more armor in the game. Because I know where to buy the ultimate set of armor. Alright. And we have the one-way ticket to buying it. Right, train station. Alright, train station is in this area. The armor of invincibility. Sort of. You'll see when we get there. You're headed back to Shaun. You ready to go? Yes. Yes, please take me back to Shaun. Well, we're back. We still need to do some preparation before heading on to Garm, so we'll take that. Take this. 1 white. There's a boat service to Gi from here. I've heard that you've some business there that needs resolving. Or not, if you've given up on that old man. Either way, us 4 will be the building just east of here. Now, whatever the case, come talk to us when you're ready to head to Garm. Okay, cool beans. Yep. Easily worth 1 weight. Yes. The ability to go to Gi right now is the best thing that we can do. So the boat's taken us quite a long ways out. Go. So we just go talk to that guy and he'll take us back. Garm's never been a naval empire, so we've been safe here, even as they took over the rest of the world. Thanks for a quiet job here. Anyway, I'm glad that the unsealed weren't as bad as I was expecting. Knowing some of their shenanigans beforehand helped. If something like this came out. So yeah, 1000 HP, so they don't have a lot, you know, compared to what we're dealing with now. And their defense, their stats aren't that great, except they have high skill and attack. And they're weak to all things, sort of. But yeah, they have such heavy physical and ether resistance, just trying to deal with them is a pain in the ass. But they're not weak. They don't have, like, no immunities to any effects, so You can do rude things to them. It's just having the things to do that. Actually, speaking of, where am I at? 18? I mostly just want these extra speed stats here. Alright. So you might notice something. Oh look! Our money is useful here! So... Demi! This is the best armor in the game, period. I have not found anything that works better. It is the special armor. It's the unique one. Yeah, it halves all damage that you can receive in the game, except for like some special static attacks. There's almost no instances where this is actually bad. And we can use it on all of our party members. So you're wondering why I was carrying around 100,000 gold specifically. This is why. I would like 4, please. Thank you. And yes, this does stack with other armors. And yes, if you do get your damage if you get your damage resistance over 100%, it becomes absorb. So there's a couple things you can do to make that happen. It does make tech kind of worse for now, but it's still 50%, so I don't care. Yeah, it has no defense, but that 50% does so much more legwork than just your defense stat. It's wild. I cannot like overstate how wild that 50% damage reduction is on everyone. Like initially it'll seem a little spicy, but as time goes on, you're gonna feel it. Because you're gonna have access to good shields and armors and stuff, so yeah. Yep, those do pair together. What was the other one? There's like there's a specific shield that also gives you like 50% physical resistance, which is very funny. Just making a character just immune to physical damage. Yeah, what was it? The patina, I think. Yeah, the patina. Resist all elemental damage. There's also a thing that makes you immune to fire damage. So yeah, we have options to do spicy things now. I'm not too worried about using the patina, but for the moment, we do have a thing that does that. Did I pick up another army at some point? I did. Speed 62. So, yeah, I've been chomping at the bit to get that. There's another fancy item coming along our way soon-ish. Let's see, are any of these an upgrade? The Graph is not an upgrade. The Aken, not an upgrade. 68 speed boost, though. The Cops... Yeah, that's probably an improvement for Magic Stick, or Healy Stick. Let's see. You know, I picked up a few Orthruses. A couple grates that I don't need. That. Don't need the MXs. Is there anything else I picked up a handful of? I think so. Yeah. What's the recovery that you currently have? 125. Yeah. For buying you the cops. You need better healing, so take it, please. Cops. Yeah, there we go. Worse damage, but who cares? You get 225 recovery, which is exactly what you need, and more SP. Alright. Remind me of the housekeeper. Alright. Alright. So yeah, we have an item store and everything here. If I had money, I would buy more, but yeah, we don't use Garm currency here. Something's happening ahead in the Grove. Alright, Pretender to the throne of Gi, I was stopped before, but this grove shall be your grave. Once again, I wish you the best of luck. Bonk. You are utterly predictable. Even common beasts know better. Ah, you. Let's talk elsewhere. I feel better knowing that Gi exists and that there is still a palace, but I feel more a fool than ever twice abandoning my throne. To go back to Apargi and reclaim that throne would be farcical, and I cannot bring myself to do it. Tell the heads of the House of Apargi that I shall stay in Gi for a while until I can arrange my thoughts. Okay. Anyway, he's gonna stay here for quite some time. At least until we finish our side quest. Tell the heads of houses, okay, or perhaps come back when you have whatever other pressing work you have is concluded. So that other pressing work that is concluded, yeah, that will be important. Portrait of Gi's first ruling family, have them depicted with horns, you know. That said, I can't remember if there were later editions or not. Who knows if the paintings were altered? Commoners like you would have been struck down on sight in this district, I'll have you know. Fortunately for you, that act of Gi's history is long gone. Outfits are similar to those of Apargi's military. Why? Our armor is largely ceremonial. How the fuck are you people using this as armor? This is decorative trash! Dark clouds reach up from Garm. I gotta hope they don't come here. Strictly for members of the palace, be gone. You can get some funny dialogue if you come in from behind there. Gardens of Gi were said to have spread out all around the palace at one point. I don't buy it. Wouldn't they quickly turn into a mess the moment you turned your back on them? Let's try our best to keep away from Garm's machinations. I wonder if it's related to the land Gi lost 2,000 years ago. The Emperor figure seems scary powerful. Why then were they led here by someone weaker than them? Lady Fusakai has been absent for a long while. He said she's been searching for treasures, but where? Lady Fusuke. Seems familiar. Ah, I've heard of your acts against Garm and your association with the Emperor of Pargi. We have a gift for you. Please, come with us. A katana. Does extra damage to low defense foes. This is a famed weapon of Gi. Please make good use of it. I hear ruminations of another great change coming to the world, and yet my companions do nothing about it. Yet, we are to act as Garm. I fear our situation would only turn for the worst. We are mercifully too remote of a place for Garm to ever want to conquer. Katana can be used by any at full power, and its curious properties are unlike any other weapon. So, Katana is a scythe. And it has very high attack and does bonus damage to, based on your defense. Since Doc doesn't care about that, you take that. You don't really need your skill, so fine. I can't really use swords, yeah. So yeah, Doc as Samurai gets to use a katana. Hey, ladies. So hey, we found one of Arthur's swords. Strange power was coming from that sword in the treasure chest. Best take it away. Can't lay past here. Okay. So I know this Lady Fuseki lady is missing, and that she's looking for treasures, which sounds familiar for some reason or another. And conveniently, we happen to have 4 out of the 5 treasures. Currently using the shell and the branch, so need the bowl and book. Oh right, I don't remember where the bowl is. And the bowl is wildly useful, actually. The bowl is kind of one of the things I really need to find. Like, the bowl is, like, turbo critical. I don't remember where the bowl is. I'm gonna check that before I forget. I need to remember where that is. Wait, actually, I'm pretty sure it's on this page. Spoilers section. Summoner, Emperor, here we are. I found the jewel. Found the left catacombs. Okay. Okay, yeah, we just don't have access to the catacombs yet. Okay. Well, that's everything we could do here. Yeah, I was like, I feel like I would have gotten the bowl by now if I had the ability to get it. So, okay, that just opens up at later. As you might be able to guess, there will be a return trip. Once we make the return trip back home, that's where we'll get the bowl. Oh, we're back in Shaun. Talk to me if you need to use the boat. Okay. So, we have our massive armor improvement, which is, yeah, real good. Extra spicy good armor. We got our shields. We got better weapons. Alright. I have like a better... Cover 31. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna work with that. Alright, I need to get it for a quick second. I'm sorry. The restroom is calling. I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, restroom trips might take a little bit longer these days. Just changed the handle out on the toilet. It now has to be babysat or it just doesn't properly close, so you have to jiggle the handle until it does. So that's fun. I don't know why that change was made, but it was. Alright, not quite. So many things have pointed me towards what I need to do in order to save Garm, and yet I still need to convince Moze or Faraz, though, even though I can tell when it's not the time for something. I knew that something had happened in Shaun even back when Nax was bossing the four of us around, but for the disaster to have also taken... I'm still worried about Faraz. She's still awfully shaken up by everything. Alright. Sure, all done. It's time, you lot. to Garm. We're finally doing it. We're going to Garm. Which is to say we're gonna get to Garm, and then we're gonna go out the side and up and around and go somewhere else. But, yeah, we're finally going to Garm. You know? I need something to keep my mind occupied. Also, again, I am a sucker for this, like, real bad, because I like Gen 2 Pokemon, and I really enjoy the bullet train in Gen 2. The animation for that is a lot of fun and impressive for the Game Boy Color. So, you know, just more of that is fun to me. Yeah, there's different layers of sprites moving at different speeds, which is, it feels good. You know, I need something to keep my mind occupied. I know I should be mediating the other three right now, but my mind just isn't in the place right now. Instead, please ask me any questions you might have. Alright, about Shaun. That doesn't really help, but I understand. Shaun is my hometown, a place of clean towers, wide roads, and broad beaches. I'd say it outshone even Garm, but no longer. The mines? I don't really know nearly enough about them to tell you much, honestly, but then nobody really did. Seems people never learned just how far south they stretched under the town. And as they were owned by Lady Alma's family, the trial brought against the deed will likely amount to nothing. The army of Garm are a curious lot, I'd say. Very fond of Moze, of course. Monta's odd, he's blunt and can be overzealous at all the wrong times. But he knows when to call it quits. Sometimes. Liss, he's another strange blend. When he first joined us, he tried putting on a look of bravado, but there was clearly a little behind it. But now that that's gone, he's showing his colors, showing his true, more dour colors. He's gotten into history, at least. Me, I've tried to be the heart of this group, together, and it's second in command when Nax left. Of course, that's hard when we've been split up for so long. Anything else you'd like to ask? And Nax? Him. Turns out he was looking for some sort of document proving he was owed a seat on the Council of Garm. Now that he has that, he's been aiming even higher. I was already trusting him over his other advisors. He was and will be utterly useless as a leader, and that's a small positive I'll hold on to as long as I can. Anything else you'd like answered? Alma? I'd rather not talk about her, not now. This is plan. Wait, what plan is this? This is the first I'm hearing of it. I'm in no position to say anything about that, good or ill. It's not like it's the only plan to save Garm's been acted on. I'm sure you've seen you've seen at least one of them, but the groundest of plans will greet you soon enough. Grandest, where I can read words. I planned a plan I hope dearly hadn't been put into fruition. Anything else you'd like? Garm? It's a bigger, grander city than you could ever have come across before. It's also a reanimated corpse wearing the superlatives of its prior self, like some undead magpie. As for how it will treat you, we'll see soon enough. For enemies of Garm, you're being allowed a lot of freedom. Being hunted down by machines wherever you travel is your idea of freedom? Well, I've been going places, it hasn't been a problem. I've been kicking all their asses, so who cares? It's not a problem. And even if it is, realize that Garm will likely not take kindly to you. The city's bad enough as is, divided up in hopeless attempt to convince Gout all's well with it. Anything else you'd like answered? And why were you in the cave? Oh, you mean when you were going after that person you were also chasing? Well, she's a member of one of Guy's ruling families. My family was in good relationship with Guy, so she went missing and they went and contacted me. Unfortunately, it turns out I'm not as good at that sort of job as I thought. All these trials of late have made me reconsider a lot of things I thought I was good at. No. You know, I don't know how much that ultimately helped. Whatever the case, Garm is a ways off yet. Get some rest, your journey's not over yet. Tabulu knows what it did. Yeah, most of them anyway. Yeah. Look, once I hit tier 4, we'll make a turnaround on that thing. It's been a long time since I last saw this place. I don't know how to feel about it. I've noticed something. You've been acting strangely for a while now, haven't you? Going all over the place, getting yourself into strange ruins and caves. Bears, now's not the time for a psychological examination. We're here to... Actually, let's move somewhere slightly more covert. Follow me. We're here to expose Nax and Alma. First step to that is to get to Garm Palace. We'll make our way there in the morning. For tonight, I've arranged for us to stay at an inn. It should be a short walk from here, so... let's get there before things get too nasty, alright? Do you really think that we'll be able to call out Nax and Alma like this? I think it's worth a shot. Well, I wish I had your optimism. I just feel like we're making an unforced error. All mutineers for 4 months. Whatever the case, there's no point in sticking around here. Let's find this inn of Monta's. Currently no train tickets. Currently closed. So yeah. There's a little sky view of Garm here. Get to view the city and all the fun little tiles that make it up. And the castle in the backdrop. That thing from the title screen. The big straight up pillars. Yeah. That's the castle of Garm. Anyway, we'll be seeing the screen again later. I just put that little frame in your brain box. Yeah, it's a little less wobbly. Roadblocks. And they can't have barricaded all the side roads. Well, let's look for another way forward. If there's these number of barricades, then... Of course they went with that awful plan. It's a barricade. You can smash doors. You can smash a barricade. You have a big fuck-off hammer. You're clearly not from Garm, so here's a tip. Monsters roam the streets at night. Normally, Garm robots would keep them at bay. But you're not Garm, so expect a warm welcome. Springs. There's gonna be less ether in the water than you're used to here, Yano. It's all being sucked up for whatever project the king's got going. More roadblocks. It was a bit of a maze at the best of times, and so you're best following me. Come on. Which way was it? Yeah, so this is the worst map. So if you thought like Sephi Palace was terrible, this is the worst. This is terrible. I have no particularly nice words besides cool in concept and execution, not fun. That's my grand description here. Someone thought they could and not whether they should, is the best way to describe Garm. I suppose that's fitting, given the narrative, but it doesn't make it fun. robots tend to hate dork, so... So yeah, you might notice we're taking a lot less damage. Nobody's getting exploded for 400 damage on a hit, or whatever. It's like 50% is a lot. Or something. Should be up and right. Garmiddle Lance and Reap Mantis. Big things are still dangerous, but they're considerably less in general dangerous. 3 and 3, okay. Yeah, I just remember that there was some loot over here. Yeah, this armor's a massive boon for, like, me and Tama. It's like, yeah, we don't have defense anyway, so... I only have it because I'm allowed to equip big armor, but I don't think that's gonna be a factor that's gonna last. Causing all those monsters has been awful for months now. Something be done about it. Garm used to have several rivers running through it, you know. Of course, you can't see them in this part of the city since the Slayer is built over them. Bless those ancient kings of Garm wanting their new city, but willing to build it on top of the old one. Ancient burial grounds, built on ancient burial grounds, built on ancient burial grounds. Why would they put one... Guess we'll have to go left from here. Garm Courier. I like the leg robot. Leg robot's funny. Also got big wings for some reason. It delivers the mail and murder. My favorite. New York. Let's see. Like, blood tonic, skip for a turn. Yeah, that's fine. Sort the items and it's still... How do you do that? How do you make the item sort not good? It's like sort by binary code and not like sort by number. Hello, sir. Too expensive to raise these buildings, I hear. Too expensive, and yet Garm's willing to wage war against nothing. Human Hunt. I don't like that. That's a bad ability name. I don't like that. It's a mean name. I don't like that. I don't like that it failed. I mean, I like that it failed. I don't like that it can fail. Okay, like... Yeah, that's... yeah. Just taking 1,000 damage as your recoil. Just some real rude stuff right there. Oh, I gotta... Wait, what? You can get a Yamato here? What? Okay, you can get a Yamato here, apparently. It's hard to actually tell how good it is because you can't preview the stats in this game for some reason. Only through the weapon selection. And all of my characters are bad at gun. Yeah, 226 in special compared to the 132 here. And that's with a minor penalty. Uses large spread. Well, we're here. Still feel we should be going straight to Garm Palace tonight, but Manta thinks otherwise. It's not like trying to deal with these roadblocks will be any easier right now. Ah, whatever the case. Don't stay out too long. Fifth Arc Inn. Yeah, I like there's anything else around here. Where am I? Yep. But there's one off-color bookcase here. Magazine says advances in robotics. You start reading from it. The continued competition between robotics houses continues. The House of Val promises that its present to President Gout will surpass any prior work of theirs. Little is known as to other than its name, GM Wodnaz, and whether it lives up to the hype is to be seen. Wodnaz might be relevant or something. As awful as ever, if they've done what I feared around the palace, getting there might be nigh impossible. Tomorrow we shall make our claims against Nax and Alma. And you all too, you know all too well what they've done. You get yourself to bed. Tomorrow will be a rough day. Even if I'm not the acting leader of this group anymore, I'm still juggling all sorts of things mentally. Some plans to Shaun. That bet we've all abandoned. Oh, he's already asleep. Like, you can tell because he's the one character that isn't animated. Alright. Time to go to bed. Yeah. Manta, of course you didn't think this through. Axis turncoats returned in grand fashion, eh? Take them to Garm Palace, they'll answer for what they did soon enough. As for the hornless ones, I'll deal with them myself. Ah, we're stuck in prison. Or in prison somewhere. Now, what's Alma think she's... I have two pieces of advices for types like you. First, don't rest in the night, don't rest the night from, in places you can't easily escape from. Second, travel via the canals. You'll still encounter all sorts of monsters, but at least the paths are open. I appear to have failed to introduce myself, I apologize. I simply consider myself the head maid here, head cleaner of Manor of Lady Alma's. Now, get out. Something's going on at the Garm Palace, and best to get there before things turn sour. Okay. The head maid has informed us of helpful things. Almost never here, so why would she be? If you played Emperor, why would you ever return to a musty old house in the middle of a dead city? Almost slammed you guys in that cell and then raced off for Garm Palace. Are they seriously doing that today? There's something I need to show you outside. Okay, I'll get to you in a minute. I can't remember the last time this room was used, and yet we're supposed to keep it clean of dust. Why go through all the work if the only thing that changes is what she yells at us about? It's a replica of something. Alma famously refuses to read books, requiring them to be read to her. I wonder if she also refuses to read anything related to her work. Book from Old Garm. The distinction must be made between those of Old Garm, Garmites, and New Garm, Garms. Garmites abandoned Garm shortly after the peak of its power. Garms returned to the city and to its glory days. And for more than a century now, the success of one has been used as a bludgeon by the other. Yeah, if you went in there, Alma would have my head. And I'm still using it, so I can't have that. Okay. It's shiny in there, and I want it. Follow me. Now then. There's a passage down to the old canals. Alright, good luck. I think we can still just waltz around, so it's fine. Oh look, they let us just walk out and tour the neighborhood. Something's happening today, I don't know what, but it's gonna be big. Hey, you seem like you've traveled a bunch. I've been thinking of moving away from here. Specifically want to move somewhere in the upper layer, nice and remote. You know a place like that? Any recommendations? Well there's a place called the Remote Colony. So, there's also the Garmite Colony. Well, you asked for remote. I'll be moving for a bit, but yeah, he'll show up. But anyway, yeah, he'll do something nice for us later. Am I stuck in here? Probably shouldn't stick around here for very long. Even if you weren't clearly not Garms. You're far too poorly dressed to not catch unwanted attention. I am fabulous. I'm a starlet, I'll have you know. We're probably fine. We're fine. 50% armor, and I am a starlet. And also Tom was in Shadow Mage, which is also a fashionable outfit, I think. The way downtown's still blocked off. I wonder if this nonsense of blocking off streets will stop. Oh, okay, I have to go through the sewers. Alright. 15 minutes, and I'm mostly interested in just escaping Garm at the moment. Not really making my way to the palace proper. Because there are things that I want to do over elsewhere. Spray. Fieldstone. I think we can just explode it with, like, play. Yeah. You know, you lot are minor celebrities in Garm, you know? Well, celebrities is maybe the wrong word, given how many times you've poked your head into things. Yeah, that shuttle there. It does some stuff that's a little annoying. Like, there's one area where you have to go to the spot and then go use the same boat again twice to go to the spot you need to go. It's kind of annoying. Alright. Gonna buy 5. I got some grain stacked up, so... Gonna buy 5. And... couple of those. Morale carts. Oh, we can buy sprays for greens? I didn't realize that was much of a thing. Mega sprays, yeah, I will buy, like, 10 of those. Please and thank you. That's basically a full heal that we can use in combat. I will gladly take having a couple of those around. Logarm and Garm have a dubious relationship at the best of times, and it's gotten even worse of late. I forget what's up. Arc Lord. Oh, a cord. I can read. I haven't been at this for almost 4 hours. It's fine. Sleepy. I hate sleepy. So that should have finished you off at this point. Got hit with 2 of those already. Whatever. There we go. cart. I'll disc. I'll take a disc. Disc good. Alright. Alright, so level up. So, gotta take the boat. Yep. Hey, we got a map of Garm. Garm Palace? Yeah, there's one guy who'll take you there, but they're awfully hard to get to at the moment. They're at the northern end of this bit of Low Garm, so try your best to get that way. Alright, there we go. Hey, alright, cool. I can swap Doc out now. Silver Fang is a thing I've been waiting for. So yeah, that's our 2.25, so it's basically Tri-Edge, but he doesn't have to break his arms to use it. Why have they made it so hard to get around here? Sorts of areas are blocked off arbitrarily to the point that Low Garm's easier to navigate. Trying to find... Tri-Edge with a downside. Fair enough. It does cost more MP to use. Alright, so... Yeah, I was doing better with the elemental damage. $308. Look at all that MP you can restore. I'm gonna miss it when it's gone. Right, I wanted to check out. Being a little scatterbrained. Trying to find a save point. Alright. Fire Fang. Ah, Sleepy. I don't like Sleepy. Stop with the Sleepy. Sure. Yeah, alright. This is a good knock it off point. So, yeah. With that, gonna knock this off for tonight. I'm very glad to be playing more Fall Skies. This game is a really good time. Despite some of the bullshit, it's a good time. We're about to make a fun turnaround. I'm gonna start having access to poison. Doc is gonna have elemental skills, and it's gonna be a little bit more before we get Tech into a proper Haven Maker, and Tama into a Barrier Mage. But we're getting there. Progress, slow and steady, but we're getting there. Anyway, so more near on Friday, Sunday, etc. Again, we're finalizing statements, and I'm gonna be spamming it out probably on like Friday or Saturday or something. I'm probably gonna start spamming it out on Saturday, given schedule, so we have like exactly 1 week to charity stream at that point. So yeah, I'm probably gonna start doing spam for that, but yeah. The plan is either noon or 1 o'clock. I keep waffling about it, but I'm probably gonna be shooting for noon my time. So like, roughly 12 hours backward from now, so to speak, is when stream would be starting. So yeah, charity stream. Probably gonna be doing Trevor Project again. I haven't set up the campaign yet because I've been just the last the week has just been playing SMT. I don't know what to tell you. I have entered the brainworm zone, and I've just had a weird week in general. So, yeah. So Saturday, July 27th, I'll be streaming Panzer Dragoon Saga for just an entire long play. We're just gonna sit down and play the entire game for 12 hours straight. Cause I beat the last time was what, like 11. Let me check my notes here. I took a screenshot of the ending CG. I did not take a screenshot of my time. Okay. Good job, brain. You did it. Anyway. Carrying an entire coffin around is hard work. Yeah. So, yeah. That'll be the plan. It'll probably be noon to midnight, my time. And yeah, should be a good time. So for the moment, I'll see you guys Friday for more Nier. Hopefully we'll be done with that this week. And then I will try setting myself to 60 FPS and see how we go. Probably some Zenless for that Friday. I probably won't be streaming the following Sunday because I'm just gonna be poofed from charity stream and all that. And yeah, that's enough out of me. Good night, and I'll catch you guys later for more. Good night.